At the point guard position, standing 6'5", number 5, Cedric Bernard.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Bulls. They're way down there in the conference standing, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reason.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting. And waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've got Scotty Barnes. Marks is out there with Peters. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, we've got White. And it's Hudgens in at the power forward. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for. Because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Here's Bernard. Outside, White. Pass to Hudgens. Over Barnes. Hudgens gets the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Over in the corner, Barnes. Pass to Flanders. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Barnes. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Barnes hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to White. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Flanders. His last outing, 16 points for him. To the paint, pocket 6. Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
The Bulls off to a slow start, trailing by 4. Pass to Hudgens. Here's White. From deep. Peters grabs the miss. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Pacers.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Inside. White goes in. Chicago again turning it over. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Take a look at Slim, 5th in the NBA. Very crafty player.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Flanders, out to the wing. Here's Marks, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Here's Flanders. Three-pointer. Here's Marks. Bayless covering. To the middle. Barnes passes to Peters. Barnes the screen. And that one's good. Marks.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Bernard. He had 28 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's King. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Jazz.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, White. They set the pick. Pass to Bernard. Shoots over King. A shot by Bernard, no good. Pelicans leading by 5. King, the pass to Flanders. Pulls up. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Hudgens. Up and in on the layup. Hudgens has got his second bucket tonight.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And here is King. He has yet to score. Here's Flanders. And the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Sorber. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. King, the pass to Barnes. There's the pick. Fires the 3, and the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
White looking around. Pass to Bernard. Here's Sorber to the wing right side. Here's Hudgens. 17 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks to go with kind of his overall floor game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Evans, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Kobe White. So both teams changing it up here. King outside. Pass to Ramsey. Sorber with the rebound.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
We've got White. And it's Bernard in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. Here's King. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Here's Bernard. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. That's to Bayless. Here's Bernard. And it's King with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's Ramsey. Bayless covering. Back to King. Here's Garrett. They grab their own miss. Off with the layup. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. They set the screen. Bayless from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bayless has got himself on the board with 3 there.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Cotton, the pass to King. Here's Garrett. New Orleans needs to get off a shot, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Henderson against White. Pass to Hudgens. Here's Sorber. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Cotton. King with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to Bernard. Here's Hudgens. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
The shot by Ramsey, no good. Bulls trail by 20. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Bernard. Drops in the layup for 2. Bernard's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
King, the pass to Henderson. Tries a 3. Hands it from downtown.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
It's Henderson on the wing. Stolen by Bayless. Here's Bernard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. New Orleans leading by 19. Henderson outside. Pass to Garrett. 30-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bernard. Swiped it away. Now Henderson. 5 points in the game. Stops. Pops. The shot that time, not on target. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm alongside Kenny Atkinson. Coach, what might you do to adjust going into the second half?
Well, first of all, shot selection's got to improve. If that doesn't improve, it's going to be a long night. But, if we do get a good shot, we got to get back on defense. I think our transition defense, we're leaking too many points there.
Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man.
Well, you need to lower the rim to 8 feet if you want that.
And get a medic on standby, too. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bulls trail by 19. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Peters out there with Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Flanders in at the shooting guard position. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Take a look at Slim, third in assists and a great leader.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Pelicans leading by 17. Pass to Peters. The three buries the long-range jumper. Flanders has got 13.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Hudgens. Here's Sorber. 5 on the clock. Now here's Bayless. Shoots it up. Pelicans with the rebound. King's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to White. Now Bayless. Puts up a deep three. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 6 rebounds now in the game. New Orleans moving it around. Count that bucket. He's got 9.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Pass to Hudgens. And here's White. Here's Hudgens. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And it's Bayless in the corner. Out to the right wing. Pass to White. Will it go? Sinks the three-pointer. White's got his second basket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The three sinks the triple.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And here's a look at the stats for Slim. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in rebounding, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Marks. Barnes the screen. King outside. Fades back. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Sorber's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far. His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
King outside. Here's Flanders. Light covering. Shots good by Flanders. Flanders has got 5 points in the quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to White. Out to the right wing. Hudgens. They get it again. And it's White missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Bernard. 8 points for him. Pass to Hudgens. A 3-pointer off the mark.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Here's Bernard. And again, Chicago. No good. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Flanders. He's got 17. Down low. Here's Hudgens. Makes it off the glass. Hudgens has got 14.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Barnes kicks it over to Marks. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Flanders. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Peters. Hudgens with the rebound. Hudgens has got 5 rebounds tonight. From outside the arc, Bernard shot's good. Bernard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Flanders. Light covering. Flanders the pass to Barnes. Launches a 3. That one no good.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Inside. Outside, White. There's the triple. Marks grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Barnes. Plays it up and banks it in. 13 points in the game.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Evans, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Trey Mann. Collins is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Hudgens in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. It's tipped. Back to King. Over Giddey. King's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Hutchins can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam?
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And they call an illegal screen here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Evans, he's checked in for Collins. King outside. Here's Garrett. They get it back. King, that's good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Giddey kicks to Hero. Bulls moving the ball around. Plenty of space. Pelicans with the rebound. Flanders has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Henderson, and it's blocked. Outside, Hero. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Flanders. It's good from long range. Flanders has got 10 points here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to man to end the drought. The shot missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. Here's Henderson. Hutchins with the rebound. Hutchins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hero passes to man. Banked in off the glass.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
King outside. Pass to Flanders. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, do you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Pass to Evans. It's rebounded by Garrett. Garrett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Henderson. Chicago grabs the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Man passes to Giddey. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Garrett.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
King outside. Pass to Hughes. Here's Flanders. Giddey defending. Good on the bucket. Flanders has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. it's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. I mean, he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Bernard. King with the block. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making some changes. Bayless is checked in. And it's Kobe White in for Tyler Hero.
Kobe White.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
White, wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Pass to Garrett. Now here's Henderson. King outside. And Garrett kicks to Henderson. Here's Garrett. 5 to shoot. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Pass to Henderson. Here's Ramsey. White covering. And here's Barnes for 3. Bayless grabs the board.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
A shot by Bernard, no good. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Barnes, right side. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Pass to Sorber. Here's Bernard. Shoots the 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And here is Bayless. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Sorber. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
King outside. On the wing, Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Back to Bayless. Pass to Hudgens. To the wing on the left. Here's Bernard. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Hudgens. Covered by Barnes. The shot. Hudgens can't hit. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And that one's good by Henderson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Here's King. And down it goes, jamming that one home. And now he has a triple-double. 10 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Pass to Sorber. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Now here's White.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the paint and stolen by Barnes. Here's Flanders. Pass to King. Here's Flanders. Peters passes to Flanders. Barnes outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New Orleans. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Bernard. And he drops it in from the low post. Bernard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Slim.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Pass to Flanders. The killer two-handed slam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
To the inside. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And here is King. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely take the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. Now it's time for our player of the game.